Hey everybody, what's up? We're just proving everybody wrong by singing Fleetwood Mac.
Just wait.
Well, we won't get copyrighted for it. And if we do, then I will eat your whole ass, Colton. Just throwing that out there.
That doesn't sound like a good.
Anyways, welcome
Spencer,
to.
are you
Don't knock it
happen?
until you've rocked it, friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Jacob, you confused me with Logan.
I mean,
yeah.
Welcome back to EVENFALL, everybody. We're all here. Even Logan's here. And guess what, everybody? If you don't throw a big, gigantic, fat happy birthday in the chat right now, I'll kill you.
I'm literally gonna leave.
Logan's birthday today, right
he
now.
He was born today.
He was born today.
I have the right to leave,
Guys,
but out of respect for you who is
his birthday
disrespecting me, I will stay.
So if you tell him happy birthday now, he's gonna claim. Don't do it.
No, I changed
Guys,
it to
Logan's so old.
Yeah.
I changed it to the 5th on Facebook just so people would get notifications.
Oh my god!
Sick of it.
I need to do that.
Oh, but Logan, you were born.
I know, and it sucks.
I know. You don't even get to choose to be born, and yet here you are being forced to pay tax.
Pretty much. So, I just want to give a little history lesson here. I know Logan doesn't give a shit about his birthday, or really anybody's birthday, and that's fine. That's just who he is. And the reason I know this is because one time I turned 16 years old, and for my birthday, he gave me $1 and saltines, and that was his actual gift. And it was, you know what? It taught me a valuable lesson.
Did he at least wrap it?
I wrapped the thing of saltines with the $1.
Oh.
It was like, oh, you got me a gift. It's $1, and these are just saltines. So
friendship.
Yeah, true friendship right there. So thanks for joining us, everybody. If you want to support the channel, you can go bust down on our Patreon, and you can also support the sponsor, G Fuel. Use code Fireball. It is 30% off right now because we uploaded a stupid video. So now
today,
it's 30%.
I'll get your G Fuel.
That one was fun.
Watch that video on the break or something. I don't know.
As you go to patrons, by the way, Notorious Thief just gifted 20 subs over on Twitch, which is $100.
$100 in sub sandwiches.
Give or take.
That's incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Notorious Thief. I think you did this last week too.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of subs.
Where are you getting this money?
They're a thief.
Logan, you're gonna have to reprise your role at Subway for all of these.
Oh no. Why'd you bring that up on his birthday?
I would rather.
That's fair. That's fair.
Also want to give a big shout out to our patrons who are supporting us over on Patreon. So big shout out to Melody Olvera, Michael, Jaron, Mike Salmon, Cal the God, Will Pratt, possibly related to Chris Pratt, Pivot Hood, Micah Got a Punch, Teutonic Knight, Arthur Souza, Penguin Culture, Adam Halleck, Danny, Mimi H, Angriest Bird God, Mama Love and Papa Joy, Rick Osborne, Notorious Thief, Grant Thatcher, Josh Travis, Cade the Autismo, Patrick Skifstad, and Mirostal. So thank you guys very much for helping us out. That's one big nut that goes out to you.
I should really like sample the sound of this button and somehow make it the donation sound effect that plays whenever someone donates.
Nut. Yeah, seriously. I think Mario Sack has that set up. I played with him one time and he was able to send nut through his sound. So it's pretty great.
That's cool.
All right, without further ado, let's get down and dirty
to business.
Jacob, that was so much longer than 14 seconds.
What?
You're slipping, man.
Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Last time we timed it. I'm going to try to get faster at it. I've completely forgot. They just start removing their patronage so it gets faster.
No, add more so it's harder.
No. All right.
We need to record it.
Last we left off, oh God, I feel like it's been a minute.
It has been.
Did we play 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a long time. Who wants to do the recap?
Logan.
We'll make Logan do it. Logan, what do you actually? This is a bit. Logan, what do you think happened last time?
Okay, so Stibbles stayed under the bed for a while.
Okay.
Just kind of traumatized. He was mulling it over, really surprised that everyone survived because they usually don't. And then he thought, I want some cooked meat. So he left and he went downstairs, and obviously no one was there. I think everyone was killed. So he went into the back. He tried to make himself some meat, but he found several bottles of liquor and now he's back in the bed.
Oh God.
Okay.
That's what happened.
That's
Well,
the
that's-
Stibbles recap.
that's the Stibbles
Perfect.
For however long the game.
Perfect.
If it was
that's
weeks-
great. That's
It was.
exactly what happened.
If it was weeks.
It was it probably felt like weeks. It was only a day or two, I think. Maybe like a couple hours.
Yeah.
Just a couple hours.
Yeah. It
Can
was
somebody remind me of one thing? How long have you guys been in Privero? How many days has it been?
Since
I
think
don't actually know the answer to
think
that
we
because I
got
wasn't
there
here when they got there.
on the 25th? Yeah. 24th.
Okay. And now
24th. So
it's
4 days.
4 days.
The 28th.
And it's still the same day, right?
Yeah.
You
guys
did
have it
longer
as-
and
Sewers,
everything.
I
yeah,
had
we
it
have
saying
not
it's the
once.
29th.
The 28th.
Because remember, you had it like the 28th twice.
Yeah, but that was the same day.
I don't know. We fell asleep because we had to deal with the vampires.
What are you laughing about, Tyler?
Just
The vampires were on the
Not
25th.
bad. I think we had the same exact discussion last week, the last
Oh,
episode
did
too.
we?
That's
No?
we never
Oops.
figured it out.
Well, let's say 4 days. I'll figure it out later. But last we left
the
off.
29th for me forever.
Grace, go.
Oh God, no!
What happened?
Hang
It's your turn.
on.
You haven't suffered enough.
What was? Oh God, I actually have 2 pages of notes, man. Okay, so Kurt rejoined. That wasn't a good time. That was a horrible time. We went down into the sewers, spoke to people with animal heads. They all went, "Are you going to join the Brotherhood?" And pretty sure, little Colty, they turned people into animals, werewolves, who knows. Traversed through the sewers. It was a horrible experience. Never again. 1 out of 5 stars. Because we were going to look for Seimer Langley. Forgot about that. And then we learned a whole lot of exposition when we got to Seimer Langley. But before that, we dealt with dwarves. Sorry, my notes are all over the place.
No, it's okay. That's kind of how it went.
So we got a whole bunch of dwarf exposition. That was fun. And then we got Seimer Langley exposition, which I feel so bad for that poor guy because he is the sanest man in core.
Yeah, he was very surprised at all of you. He was like, "This is one hell of a coincidence to you all to meet up." And then you guys talked about prophecies and shit, and you're like, "Well, that was weird." And then,
And then we found out we need to go to high school again, so we're doing that. Going back to high school, guys.
There's a person who can who could possibly teleport. He wants to free all of the prisoners from their basically mindless undeath slavery that the Gold Inquisition is enforcing on anybody who is arrested. And the only way they can do that is if they break in. If they wanted you to grab the froghemoth acid so that they can melt the bars and the locks. And then he said that he needs one more thing. He needs a conjuration wizard by the name of Zanch. She's a female goblin, and she is currently studying at Elfrune Academy. And that shit is halfway across Sunder. And he said, "I don't have the time to do it because it's really far away. And if you guys can grab her, I can finish up on the preparations, and we can help all these people." And that is where we left off. Was right. You guys had that conversation. Farrell did leave before that. She got paid and then left. And then, sorry, Colton.
I was going to say, I think Grace is pretty accurate in saying that the middle of the game was, "Where is Seimer Langley? I don't know who that is. Where is he? Oh, that guy."
Jordan had
He's
4
over there.
aneurysms as he was like, "Where is the guy?" And he's like, "What guy?" And it's like, "God damn it!"
It happened like 5 different times. We don't
all the NPCs didn't know the name of the super secret guy.
We don't know who Seimer Langley is. Oh, that group of people? Well, can we trust you? We don't know where they are. Oh, we can trust you? They're over there.
Look, people have trust issues, okay?
And then we ran into the dwarf with the fart cloud.
Did have a fart cloud. So you guys, I don't remember. I think you guys left. You guys went through the sewers once again, headed down towards that little opening that you guys were aware of. Oh, I should actually ask you guys that. How are you exiting the sewers? Because you have 2 exits that you can make your way through. There's the secret entrance that you guys found that goes up to the 2nd level of the city. If you remember that, as the manhole in the ladder. Or you can go out the way you came. Go all the way back through the entire.
I feel
place.
like the first way is a terrible idea.
We were given pens, weren't we? That allowed us to come here.
We were.
Oh yes, I
Kurt
believe.
is like
You're
halfway to putting the key into the nearest door, just like,
did
we're
you
going
put-
to wizard
Kurt,
school.
I have to go get Stibbles, remember? I was just gonna go get Stibbles.
Oh,
Yeah. And you wanted me to bring
yes.
Stibbles here?
Well, then we should
We-
go get Stibbles.
We could
Post haste.
just wait here while Philip gets them.
I can just go grab Stibbles.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and you were gonna go fetch Sue's as
For
well.
you, yes. Yes.
Yeah. You had also intimated that you might how shall I say have
Oh, I
sex
think
with Sue's.
I did say that, yes. Anyway,
Which is perfectly fine.
you did say that, yeah. Should I go now? Should I wait?
Follow your heart,
All
Philip.
right. I'll be back.
All right,
Don't-
so
Go anywhere.
Fibble.
I love Fibble.
There's a new ship.
Unexpected, but not unwelcome surprise.
Went there to sleep with Suze.
This is gonna get a pen. Now there are 2 of them.
You can find out what Pharaoh was going on about.
Yeah. Fibbles, you're gonna go get Stillip, and
Yep.
how are you exiting the sewers? Slimer did give you guys pins.
I'm just gonna go out the gate.
The gate?
Like I'm gonna go up the little ladder
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah, okay.
alleyway, and then
So,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you-
find the gate.
Yeah, you make your way down through the sewer again. You find the little manhole and you climb your way up and pull yourself out. As you step out into the streets of this kind of 2nd level of Pry Barrow, which I will pull up a map here because Logan, you didn't get to see it last time. Tyler made a fucking awesome map for Pry Barrow.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it looks really cool. So basically, Philip, you're like here. And as you kind of head out into the streets, there are not a whole lot of people out on this kind of like slice of the city. You occasionally see somebody walking on like a building, but that's like it. You see that there's kind of like this aqueduct, this like river kind of moving through the middle of the city. And you also see this very large building that is detailed on the map there with a number 8. It is it looks like some sort of temple, some sort of church. It's adorned in like alabaster and it's got this kind of like gold and white motif going on, and all of the pillars on the outside of it, because it has like this entrance that has like those massive like church pillars, they don't look like typical stone pillars. They support the building, but they look like flame, and they're painted to be gold, and it just looks like fire kind of like swirling and twirling up like towards the top of the building. And you kind of walk past that and head over towards one of the gates. And it's one of these like giant turrets, basically. You head over and there's a couple of guards standing on the outside. And I assume you have the pin on.
Yes.
As you get closer, the guards kind of look at you, they kind of nod, and they open this like portcullis for you, like hits the top of the latch, and you head in. It's just this spiral staircase that goes down pretty damn far, and every so often you see an arrow slit in like the turret. So this is like made for defense. Like you can see the rest of the entirety of this portion of the city as you make your way down, and eventually after like a minute or 2 of climbing, you or descending, you make your way to the bottom, and guards look inwards, they open the other portcullis, and you head out and you're back down in this portion of the city. You kind of turn one of the streets. It's a lot more busy down here. You can hear chatting and people going about their business and mingling and whatnot. And you make your way over to the King's Goblet.
Mm-hmm.
And you step inside, you head up the stairs, you go over to your room. And as you open the door, what does Philip see, Stibbles?
Probably just me with like a cup of tea on top of the bed. Just kind of vibing, looking out the window probably. Is it raining?
You know what? It's like Borderlands 2. Suddenly it's raining.
Okay.
It's
I'll be
been
looking
raining.
at the rain. It wasn't raining when you walked into the building, and now
Now
it
it's
is.
pouring.
And now it is.
I've seen that happen here before.
Yes.
You know, he is a druid, so
Strange.
Morning, I think.
I think it's almost night. We're gonna head to Port
let's go.
Moira, nearly
Wait, where?
Port Moira. It's on the other side of this of Sunder, really. We're gonna use the key that Kurt has. Have you seen
Oh,
Suze?
yeah. Have I seen Screws?
Suze, Kurt's friend.
If I have, I would not remember.
Okay. Wait here a moment.
I have been doing that.
Philip's gonna go downstairs and look around for Suze.
you go down into like the tap room and you look over at a table and you see Suze. She's sitting at one of the tables. She looks up. She says, "Oh, hello, Philip."
Hi, Suze. He'll sit down. I need to ask a favor of you.
Mm-hmm.
I need you
She
to
leans forward and she puts her hand on like her chin, and she squeezes her chest together.
I need you to spy on Kurt for me.
Why would I do that?
Out of the kindness of your heart, really? I don't know. I could give you something.
Well, what? No,
I just need to know.
Is there something wrong with Kurt?
No, spy is really the wrong word. I just need to know if they have something. It's like a piece of bone. It's like a talon. Have you seen anything like that?
I thought this was going one way, but it went a completely different
Yeah,
way.
I bet.
No, I haven't seen anything like that on Kurt.
All right.
To be honest, I haven't seen much on Kurt.
Well-
I've seen Kurt naked a lot.
You haven't gone through their stuff?
The confidence.
Why
of
would
this
I do
person.
that?
I need you to go through their stuff for me.
I'm not going to go through Kurt's stuff.
I'll pay you.
She looks around.
I know that
Roll
secrets.
persuasion.
I know
Philip.
that secrets between lovers are
Can I
bad,
walk
but
downstairs because I'm bad at taking directions?
Yeah, sure. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Me?
Stibbles? Yeah,
Oh.
Stibbles.
Is there a big ass like hook trap under my bed or something?
Yes. You just fucking die to a saw trap.
It's just a big bear trap, and it just goes up at Stibble's neck.
A dex save?
You just hear from upstairs. Yeah,
21.
dexterity saving throw.
21.
21. Okay, you
21.
don't trip down the stairs as you make your way down.
Oh, thanks, dude.
You're drunk, my man.
I got a 15
Oh, they had tea.
15.
with
Stibbles, you start to make your way down, and you look into the tap room, and you just see Suze going over toward. What's your passive perception?
15.
Okay, you would hear this then. She looks at you, Philip, and she says, "There are other ways that you could pay." She grabs your arm.
if that's what you want.
Is that why I'm not staying up there if you're going to the same room? Unless you want that. I don't know.
No, I know.
preference.
I'd love it if you'd stay down here still.
Okay. So wait, okay. Cool. I'm gonna go outside then.
Okay.
She says, I feel bad about Kurt, though. What is this thing?
I don't think you want to know.
All right. And Suze is going to escort you upstairs, Philip.
That's fine.
You guys have been playing too much Cyberpunk.
Not enough.
I actually haven't had one of those types of scenes yet in my game.
Well,
Are
you're
there?
fucking playing the game wrong.
There are.
Spencer is like, tell me, where are they?
Where?
What? They're everywhere.
For research
Just say yes
purposes.
to the right people.
You got to max
For the
out
right
your
people.
body score.
Freaking body
The question is, are you guys playing the game right, or are Spencer and I playing the game right?
We all know the answer.
I just
already.
haven't played a lot of the game.
The game lets you choose genitalia. If you're
That's
not
true.
using them, then that's on you, buddy.
That's
That's
true.
fair.
That's true.
Oh.
And we're using
enough.
Philip's genitalia today.
Stibbles, well, we fade to black upstairs. What are you doing?
Thank God.
I wasn't gonna describe that.
What you didn't? What you didn't want Jacob to go into harsh description? Of,
No, we're not
Harsh.
European.
Harsh description.
Look, I
I
choose
like
my I choose my words intentionally, Jordan.
Philip has harsh sex.
Oh God.
That
No, was it
Oh,
Philip or
God.
Suze?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Is there like a canopy over the front door?
A lot of friction.
Or is it just raining
Um,
on me?
Barbarian paladin.
Oh yeah, there's a canopy. Sure.
Okay. Stibbles will light up a blunt and wait.
All right.
blunt.
So
He just fucking just out of nowhere. He's just like.
Smoke weed now.
Gnome and a druid. What do you want?
I was gonna
from me?
say, I, you know what? You don't even have to convince me you have that. Your character sheet is gnome druid.
Sorry, it just caught me off guard. You've never mentioned it.
Holy fuck.
That's fair. That's fair.
Long bottom leaf. All right, so Cardos, Lelia, Phelan, and Kurt's gone. You guys, I'll cut over to you guys. You guys are waiting for Philip. Are you guys doing anything specific? Anything you talk about, ask, want to do?
How deep is
Just gonna
this
wait.
place?
Huh?
How big is this place? Because he's
It's
kind of
pr-
gonna scope some of it out, like not like
Yeah,
intentionally
it's
be like
pretty
snooping.
large. It's basically a cistern, and it's kind of got this rounded top. Imagine the Thieves Guild in Skyrim, but it's got other hallways that lead out to other like circular hallways that surround the entire building, and then it has a second level on the top with ladders that kind of go up to like workstations. And there are blacksmiths, there are other adventurers, there are people training, there are people. There's a library, there's people going over maps. It's a very busy environment, and there's also a couple of rooms where people are eating and like there are areas for relaxation. Like there's like a couch, but nobody's sitting on it. And then like there's a place where you can eat, but most people are going in, grabbing food, and then leaving with it. Like it's just so busy here all the time that it seems like nobody
Cardos
stops.
would probably kind of wander around too. There's nothing of
Yeah.
like immediate descript that needs to be touched on with the party. It doesn't feel like anyways. So
Okay, so the three of you kind of wander around and get a good feel of the place. And people don't really pay you much mind. They kind of just see you and then keep on going. And eventually you do see somebody you do recognize. You see a... Shoot, where did this go? You see a this female human woman kind of step forward. She looks pretty raggish. She's got leathers on, and you remember her being a part of the Dancing Sun Babies.
Oh.
She walks up and she says, "Didn't think I'd see you here."
Well, we're here, so I mean,
No, I just are we gonna be working together?
looks
Oh,
to
no.
Cardos just like
On a mission?
believe that would be a question for Kurt.
Would you think that you'd find us, I don't know, in a pub playing music because we're an actual fucking band?
Yeah. I
Or maybe you didn't think that you could be both at the same time. Adventurers that are competent and also good musicians.
figured- What amount of adventuring have you accomplished?
Let's just
I
take a
have
step back.
washed adventuring stains off of the center of my pants that are more epic than your entire career.
Cardos just kind of. So you visibly just step away from this conversation.
He's just like taking a step back. He does not want to be
No,
involved.
Phelan, you don't have to step away. Don't let this idiot fucking
I
baby.
don't want to be in this.
I just kind of Cardos would kind of turn towards Phelan and be like, "Have you had dinner yet?"
You say that to
sounds good.
her?
No, to Cardos or to
to-
Phelan. To
To
Phelan.
Phelan, okay.
No. I think I'm supposed to say I'm hungry. Threat assessment don't like this. Let's go.
The food hall is right over there.
She turns over, she says, "Hey, Waywalk it. It's Kurt from the savory and the sweets. They think that they're better than us. Hey,
Cockrocket, we are better than you.
This gnome walks over. She is wearing like armors, and she shuts like a book, and she looks up and she says, "Yeah, but now we're all at risk here because of you." And she kind of points at Lelia, says, "I know what they did to the hollow spell. Got rid of it just to let one undead in. What's your problem?"
Kurt takes a knee in front of the gnome and just goes,
Oh shit!
He's still probably taller.
And probably
He's still probably taller, yeah.
"You're cute, little gnome." Boop.
Why do you travel around with a zombie?
What's that?
Why do you travel around with a zombie?
Well, our zombie kicks ass. How do you travel around with a bunch of fucking idiot babies?
You watch as Sedelia, the rogue kind of steps back. She's like, "Oh shit," and she just says, "Shut up, all right? You know,
Look,
our name is cool. I bet you never heard of anybody called a sun baby. That's what I was. That's what I was. I worship. I worship the sun.
Look, no.
And when I was a baby, I was born.
Which is more metal? Sun babies, or the people who travel around with a fucking zombie who is indestructible?
Sedelia just looks down. She says,
And let me put this to you straight. When I started this adventure, I was 2 feet shorter.
She
Kurt
just
stands.
goes, what the fuck? like genuine confusion, but weirdly terrified at the same time. Like, is that a flex? Okay.
Like, why am I feeling threatened by this?
Come on, we can't. And she's like being dragged away, and she's looking at you, and the gnome is just like, she like goes off into a corner.
As Phelan and Cardos are walking towards the food court, you would just kind of look to Phelan and be like, "Kurt is very loud and opinionated. It could get us all in trouble one day."
I think it already has several times. I feel like one day it's going to be, they're going to be knifed. It's not going to be. It's going to.
It's also helped as well.
Yeah, but well.
Kind of, at least.
Lelia,
Did you hear that, Lelia? They tried to fucking call you a zombie. I was not going to stand for that shit.
I know what they tried, and
it was probably best that you all walked away. We did not want to have to murder those people down here.
I would not have murdered them either way.
Right, you're probably a better man than me, but we could have probably knocked them down on the ground, maybe knocked them out. It's best that we all avoided that. You're wise beyond your years.
Some time passes, and Stibbles,
don't know how to respond to that.
Eventually, Philip comes out. He returns. Philip, you lead a very high step to.
What?
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry. We're all dying at what you sent in the chat.
Oh.
Just for everyone else's reference, Spencer sent the Dancing Sun Babies and then an image of Wii Fit Trainer from Smash Bros. Charging the Sun Attack.
Yeah. So, Philip, you lead Stibbles. Stibbles, you're willing to go along.
Towards...
Philip Stibbles will just look up at you with his eyes a little red and say, "Don't do drugs, kids. It's not worth it."
What was that?
And then he follows you.
What was that?
The fuck did you just say?
Don't do drugs.
I think I already did. Looks over at Suze. What did you do to me?
He just kind of turns around.
That druidic magic.
I don't know what's going on. I think it's druid shit.
Okay.
Druid Craft can make his voice echo.
Where's that reverb coming
Firing off
from?
subconsciously. I just did it and didn't think about it.
Are you saying you're taking Sue's, Philip?
Yes, I was told to.
All right. So you, Suze, and Stibbles all head off to towards the entrance to the sewers. Do you have enough pins to get them through the second area?
Uh-oh.
I do not, but I know the way.
The way through the sewers?
Hey, if we had to go through,
All
they
right.
have to too.
So you make your way over towards the entrance to the sewers that you found, and you see the door, and it has that little latch on the front of it.
I forgot about the code.
Which code?
There's a guy over there. He's got a code. Kurt knew the answer.
It's usually 1 or 1, 2, 3. If it's a riddle,
No.
I'm good at those.
Last time it was like half of what he said. You had to repeat back, I think.
This is called karma, Philip.
Yeah.
The spirit of Kurt says in the back.
The little
It's
cut on
the
her
goat.
shoulder.
It's the goat.
It's the goat. Yeah, a ghost.
Goat Kurt.
All right, yeah, I'll walk up to the guy.
You walk up to
Don't
the door.
spy on me, Philip.
You see the little
Don't spy on me.
like latch open, and you see this horrible looking creature on the other side. Fur, the eyes are like kind of on the side. You think you see a snout and some tusks coming up.
Oh, eyes on the
It looks like
side?
somebody held like a boar's
a
face
pussy.
up to the top. And as he opens it and kind of looks down at you, he just says, 7.
6.
He shuts it.
I thought we were counting down until he opened the door. Wait, how okay. I knock on it.
You knock on it.
Mhm.
Okay. It opens.
How do we figure out your code?
Closes.
Was worth a shot.
He goes, "Oh, thanks for asking." So,
I could go through the gate, and someone has a pen for you, Stibbles, but we
I
can't
could
get.
just turn into I could turn into a fancy mouse and hop in your pocket.
Oh.
well,
Okay.
I can't turn into a fancy mouse.
I don't care. Who are you?
This is
I'm
Suze.
Suze.
Much better than Farrell. Yeah, I can go here. How about this? Suze, you wait here.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Okay. Wait, you want me to wait in this alley?
Do you want to wait back at the tavern? I can walk all the way back. I don't care at all.
I just don't want to wait in an alley.
Okay, go wait
The
back at the tavern.
things Philip will do pursues now.
You walk
Anything
all the way
Suze.
back to the King's Goblet and drop her off. She goes, "Okay, I'll wait here."
Meanwhile, the party's like, this is already taking longer than we expected.
Just cross cut to the cafe. We're all just sitting at a table. Like,
This
He
scone-
great mac
died.
and cheese. This is really good mac and cheese.
You got mac and cheese?
Yes.
What is mac and cheese?
It's small
Noodles,
noodles
cheese.
with a cheese sauce. It's very simple to make, but it's one of those things that, while simple to make, is incredibly difficult to master.
It tastes good.
This person's, I would say they've mastered it.
Especially if you have multiple cheeses and other stuff in it too. It's really good.
That is a very simple name for something that is, I suppose, 2 ingredients.
I got beef stew, which is really good, but mac and cheese.
All right, Stibbles.
Somebody
A rat?
walks.
You want to turn into like a little
no.
rat?
A fancy mouse.
Much better.
Different.
All right. This
I hop in her pocket. I say,
All
let's
right.
go.
Stibbles goes in your pocket and then turns into a mouse, and it's very inconvenient for a second. Yeah, you go over and Stibbles is now a mouse, and you go. I assume you go the way that you came, which is
Yes.
up through the turret. All right, you go through the thing, you go up there, and you go past the church, and you go to the sewer, and you open it, and you go down, and then you go towards a wall, and you go through the wall, and you see the door, and you open the door, and you go inside, and as you're walking around, you see the rest of everybody sitting down in kind of like a eating area. And this weird like bistro cafe that they have. That's fine. And you get over and you just see everybody else sitting at a table.
There's
You
now
guys
2
just
bowls.
see Philip
Phelan
said-
has 2 bowls now.
I said Stibbles down on the table.
Oh, you
as
pulled
he
me
sets
out.
Stibbles down.
Yeah.
A woman
Okay.
walks over and goes over towards Lilia and puts down a plate and just says, "Here are your meatballs with truffle sauce," and then like walks away.
Philip, I see. I wonder if perhaps there was a miscommunication.
With what?
It took
With
you a
Suze?
while.
Yeah, I
there's,
could.
there's sort of someone missing from
Yes,
your caravan.
I couldn't
I'm
get
right
Suze
here.
through the gate.
I said
Stibbles is
as
the
a
mouse.
that they can't
I couldn't get Suze through the gate, so I'm gonna have to go back for her.
You need another pin?
Yes,
What is
I
his-
forgot to get a pin for.
Kurt hands their pin over.
I'll be
Take
back.
the pin. You
Yep.
leave- you
And
leave
and
with
try not to
Stibbles.
take 40 minutes this time. Just kidding. You take as long as you'd like.
No, don't. It took you
I'll
a
be
while
back
already.
And I'll run. I'll be back.
Dibbles
Yeah. The faster you run there, the more time you have.
just on
Dibbles
the
what?
table. I turn into a gnome. Do I like knock over the table and the meatballs?
Yeah, you guys are all eating and all your drinks are over, and then flop, Stibbles appears and all your shit falls off.
Why
See,
would
I wasn't
you
expecting
do
that. I thought it was rooted in the ground. They make those tables. I think like I look down. Is it just like normal legs of a table, or is it like a center rod or something?
It's a circular table with 4.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah, I don't
was
really
my
know
mac
how
and
that happened.
cheese.
It's still
Just do it
good.
on the-
5-second rule.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not-
I look at the mac and cheese that is filled out of the bowl and onto the floor.
You know, you only lost about 40% of it, and still will scoop up some and eat it.
Scoop up some mac and cheese. It's pretty good. You guys turn, you just see Philip just sprinting. Philip, roll athletics. See how fast you can do this.
Throws himself off the.
Athletics would be a 19.
Death ward. 19.
Yep.
Okay.
Boy can
You
run.
bring Suze in a record 12 minutes. And she's like, "Why are we running?" And then you make your way over, and she's like, Philip sprints to the table with Suze in hand, and then she's like, she just sits down and like in a chair, and she's just like panting, and
We
Philip
got
is
cold
also
mac and
panting.
cheese on the ground if you want.
His fingers are all cheesy. His food all over. his
Still
mouth.
after 12 minutes. Cold.
There's just cheese in his beard.
You are really high, so
Yeah,
You
you know what?
just-
It's most of it's probably gone.
And everybody's here now.
I'll be eating slowly, just
Philip will take the pin off of Suze and give it back to Kurt.
This is why we do things right the first time, Philip.
You're right.
She sits up. "Oh, hi, Kurt.
Oh, Suze.
Where have you been?"
Just here. Philip volunteered to run and fetch you. I thought, well, given our conversations on the subject, that you wouldn't mind being fetched.
She shakes her head.
Well,
So yeah, what the fuck did you guys do for the past hours?
Kurt almost got into a fight with the Dancing Sun babies, and then we.
I was defending our honor.
what they
I
say?
will
Kurt
do
almost
less.
got in fight with the
They-
Dancing Sun babies, and
they
we
said
avoided that by
nothing.
staying here.
I'm teetering on either being invested in all of your lives or living within the exact minute that I'm alive
Oh, so
and
Stibbles,
not caring about
so,
what we're doing.
so
That
we
could be
found
evil.
Simon Langley, the man we were looking for this whole time.
Oh.
Pharaoh left because she was being a bitch.
Yes,
And we weren't really sure her intentions, so yeah, she's gone.
to be a bitch. That was her intention.
Yeah. Simon Langley gave us a job that if
Who's
we
that?
complete,
That's a
he's this
stupid name.
tiefling dude that we were looking for this whole time.
Okay.
If we do this job for him, he will tell us where the Purple Company is.
And also, I think, give us a ship or resources to get there.
I feel
Something
like I
like
saw
that.
the Purple Company yesterday.
We don't need a ship. We have a key, a magic key.
Yes. So we're gonna go to Port Moira near there, according to Phelan, to fetch a goblin and bring her back here.
It's a magic school, by the way.
We're going
So-
to magic school.
Back to school.
Why do people need to go to school for, well, anything?
It's to be like a wizard. You gotta learn that shit.
Stupid. You could be a druid, really. Whatever. Okay. To each their own lives.
Well, it's more of, if they want to purposely become a wizard, you become a
Excuse
druid
you?
by
There's a purpose in being a druid.
exactly. So you
Speak for
learn
the fucking trees.
druidry, druid.
Druid.
You know, they probably have druid courses at this. I assume it's an all-purpose magic school.
If they do,
They
that,
probably
they'll
have
destroy
people
every
who
druid
have
there.
disgusting feet who walk around with twigs in their hair, and they say stuff like, "In nature, we cast spells according to the movements of the moon," and then you can
And those
learn how to
people-
do that.
Have the
Sue's,
best psychoactives. So let's
as
go.
Kurt says that, Sue's just everybody's silent. She just goes,
Dudes, shut up.
Oh,
That's rude.
she just doesn't. She
Don't
just
care.
smiles. She
You
doesn't
know,
care.
maybe you could take a class in manners at wizard school.
The
Learn how to
fuck are
act around real
manners?
people.
Ooh.
I don't think they have that there.
Okay.
Regardless,
Is that a new school of magic?
to get in, we will all have to be accepted into.
Mannermancy!
Apparently,
Mannermancy!
and if we don't all get in, what's our plan? We're gonna wait outside.
perhaps if one of us is not to get in, we could get a job as a lower staff.
Like a G.
It's so hard to get a job.
If
these days.
we don't get accepted, we'll just apply and become staff. What
Be-
the fuck are you thinking?
We'll be like a janitor, Kurt. Like we'll clean
Yes.
up,
Philip
Oh.
understands.
I mean, most of us
like
have
trim
some sort of
hedges and stuff.
magic and all that, so I don't think
Trim a
it'd be
hedge,
too
that's the way it
difficult.
grows.
I don't know. I just lived there, so I didn't really have to apply.
Well, could you
Wait,
get us in?
you lived at magic school?
Uh-huh.
This
You-
one that we're going to?
Let's go right now. I want to make fun of Phelan. Let's see your old room.
Can we?
Her.
I bet it rocked
No, I said
while you were
yours.
there.
He said Yoria.
Or did you have a heart of stone, Phelan, while you were at wizard school?
Um,
Did you dance, or,
He
or were
does
you
actually laugh.
stuck in one position
No, I
the
just
whole time?
well, if you let me answer, I could, answer. Or are you not done?
oh, Suze.
I just,
Wait,
I just
what?
glare at her.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
Then don't laugh.
Let's just
It was
But it
that
was
time
funny.
you were turned into a statue. There was a
No,
series
no.
of jokes about. They were statue jokes.
those were funny though. I
About
was
rocks.
just moving too fast.
There was a
Stones.
statue made of you and you were inside of it?
No, I was a statue. I was the person turned into rock.
All right,
Yeah.
Suze, I'm on your side now.
Whoa.
Why don't we just leave?
I agree.
Would you be able to get us in if we are not accepted?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
What's the word for people who go to school and pay all the money and then come back for some reason?
Dancing
Wow.
sun babies.
Yeah. We'll be dancing sun babies.
And the side of the other side of like the
Alumni.
cafe, you just see a.
Which one did it?
It was no.
Please tell me it's enough.
No, it was what the fuck? Where'd the names go?
Is it the human one?
No, come on. It was
Sedalia?
Priamos, the
Priamos.
enchantment wizard.
Oh
Fuck that
god.
Oh,
Your key ready, Kurt?
Yeah, we find a door.
All right, you find a door, and you go over to the door. You stick it in, you click it.
All right,
and
everybody. Quickly now.
You open the door, and as you open the door, you see the hallway.
What hallway?
The hallway that is behind the door.
Oh,
Oh.
did you use the item correctly?
do we have to wait?
How long have we been here?
I
4
don't
days.
fucking know.
Oh.
4?
See, we're gonna have to wait for 3 days.
That's fine.
You have to wait for 6 days.
Whatever shall we do, all of us here in this space by ourselves?
Have an orgy, get blasted, go shopping. Are we voting or are we all doing all 3 of those?
Let's
I-
get blasted.
I will not partake in 1 and 2.
Let's
I didn't
get
say 1
blasted.
and
I'm
2.
confused on that one. Stibbles.
Oh, that's just you see this, and he pulls like out of a small pack in his satchel just a thing of like mostly empty rum. You drink more of this than should be in your body, and then
Yeah, no.
3 days go by.
Well, we
Philip,
need to do 6, so
it would be a hell of a gamble for you to get drunk, but I cannot help but think it would be fun.
I think I've
You never
drank
know.
in like
what might
7
happen.
years, Kurt. It's been a while. I don't think that's a good idea.
There's a second.
Well, 7
time for
years is,
everything.
you know, that's a
Not
nice
necessary.
cushion.
what if he tries to kill us?
I've
Can you
aptly
die
prepared you
twice?
for what's to come.
Whoa.
Never mind. I'm not gonna speak about that here.
It's only what 6 days. How far away is Port Morad, Jacob?
So I'll say you guys have a map, and just based on basic survival, you guys can go through and map it out. So here I'll do a little thing.
It's about 17 days if you walk it properly.
Aylin's so ready just to walk that.
You don't. No, it's not that many days. So what you would need to do is you would need to go from Can you see my arrow?
No.
No.
Now can you see my arrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you would need to go here, and you would have to cross the lake, and then you'd have to go up this way, and then you would have to go here. And then at this point, you would need to choose, because most people would go down to Egan's Watch, down to Gold Acre, take this route, and go up, because that giant crater in the middle is filled with a bunch of ravenous orcs and bandits, and they will kill you if you're not properly protected. So most people go this way, but if you want to go the dangerous fast way, you can go around
What about the
instead of
forest
going
up
to
there?
Egan's Watch and hustle it on the road. It's faster by a couple of days, but that would take about 18 days. So it's either 18 days the
Or
fast
23.
dangerous way, or 23 days if you're going the safe way.
Or 3 days
6.
where we
Six.
sit here and party, and we just cool our heels.
Why don't we walk to Egan's Watch?
We could all get into our student regalia and come up with our secret names.
Yeah, Phelan, what do they wear there? It's like
What do they
uniforms?
wear there?
They wear a lot of, well, you have different robes based on what school you're a part of. But most of the, there's kind of like, there's a uniform, but also there's kind of like that idea like, hey, you can kind of wear whatever. If you want to style it up differently, it's fine. But it's a lot of blacks and purples. And yeah, and then there's different colors based on what school of magic that you are either majoring in, or if you're a teacher or staff or anything like that. That's it.
Robes, sort of, kind of. You can decide not to, but it
Like,
also
it's
depends.
it's not that you can't
Wait.
wear your robes. It's just that you look very out of place and strange if you're not.
What are the social circles, Phelan? at this wizard school? What are we talking about here? What's the strata?
I also want to open a question to the floor. What's the difference between a school and a cult?
God worship of God.
Yeah, cool.
knowledge,
School is
though.
just where you go to learn things. A cult is where you go to lose your family and loved ones
You do that
and
at school
money,
too.
mostly.
I was in a cult one time.
Really?
Was it
What?
school?
Oh,
You've never told me about the cult.
I never went to school. Oh, it was a long time ago. It was for only a couple of months, and then I left.
Well, that's really cool.
Actually,
Thanks for
actually, a
sharing.
bunch of us left, and
You got out of
Well,
a
that's
cult.
good.
Yeah.
People should leave cults. They're terrible.
It's hard to
yeah,
do.
they were killing
That's why
people, and I
Phelan
didn't want to
left
do that.
School.
Ooh.
That's kind of why I came back to Pryborough. I was born here, and I tried to leave and go experience things, and I didn't like it at all, so I just came back here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, Phelan, what are the social circles?
Oh no. Anyways.
Hey, yeah. Oh wow. All right.
Not going to touch that trauma with a 10-foot pole.
Susan's putting herself out emotionally, and Kurt's like, nah.
Suze is that one person in
Philip
the
will
group
give her
who's
a
just
little-
like,
Little pat.
I don't know what we're doing, but I'm glad everyone's happy.
It's one of those things where Kurt takes one hand and Philip takes the other, and Susan's just like,
she's like, oh, I'm being supported by two
and then
people. This
Stibbles
is
runs
great.
through your arms because he thinks this is.
Philip has
Red
two
Rover.
hands.
Red Rover.
Oh my God, Stibbles.
I don't know what you mean by social strata.
I mean, well, who are the cool kids, and who are the weird kids,
The
and who are the
cliques.
people we don't want to hang out with, the losers?
I
Phelan-
wasn't actually a
Phelan,
student.
were you a loser, Phelan?
It's okay if you're a loser.
I mean, you've grown a lot since, I assume. If you were, you could just
He doesn't know the answer to this. Is kind of just very concerned.
see. I'm worried, Phelan, that you don't have an answer. It might, unbeknownst to yourself, you may have been a loser.
I do not know that Phelan fit into any of them if he was.
Oh, you were
not
definitely a
student.
loser, Cardos. I have a feeling that you were the person picked last for volleyball.
Ow.
You
How do
probably
you-
don't even know what a party is because
How do
you
you
were
know
never
if you're-
invited to one.
We're in one.
Kurt, who chooses if you're a
Cardos,
loser
were
or
you the
not?
kind of person who returned your books in pristine condition? You brought them back to the library and it's just exactly the way you got them?
No,
I did.
I was
Cardos,
the one.
Are you the kind of are you the kind of person who wears a pair of boots for like 5 years until the sole wears out?
I was the one that was unable
That's
to control
functional.
his anger.
Yeah, totally a loser.
Yeah,
Anyway,
100%.
Phelan. Okay,
Ooh.
so Phelan, it's gonna be. You're gonna want to let. I know that this is not gonna make you happy, but you have to understand me. You're gonna need to let me take the lead here, Phelan, and you're gonna have to follow suit. I will take us right to the top. I will take us right to the top.
Well, I mean, my brother was one of the teachers, and then his husband
Yeah.
was,
Is that necessary?
See, you could totally stop talking now because I know exactly where you were. It wasn't a great place. And we're going to do better for you this second time around. Not everyone gets a second chance at school,
I
Phelan.
wasn't even in the school. I just helped out occasionally. I was mostly in the port myself. But I feel like anything I say just makes it worse.
But
Yeah,
you know we're there to
that's exactly
Sounds
what
like a
find
choice.
someone and to leave, right? I wasn't.
Philip, I understand that you've never done what we call undercover work.
Oh, that's
We cannot
We
just...
both work under the covers.
Hey, great.
Alright,
That's
I
a
got
good
one
one.
in. Thank
That's
you.
a good one. We can't just walk in there and kidnap a student.
Oh,
We have to get in there, situate ourselves in the life of the school, and then when it is most advantageous and most chaotic, we can spirit this goblin away. But we cannot just simply run in and take them. They have to come willingly. Have you ever tried to knock out and kidnap an unwilling participant? It is,
Twice.
I imagine, very difficult.
Yes.
I imagine.
yes. I'm gonna go ahead and let you take the lead.
It's a wise decision.
All right, yeah. So, question. I mean, I know I'm deciding to live in the moment now, but I would like to
Yes.
know: are we planning on continuing this conversation for 3 days, or
6
are we-
days.
Okay,
Weeks-
cool. I'll
weeks
settle
10.
in.
But no, I do want to shop. I will
Oh.
participate in watching you all get blasted.
And
I
Are
will
you
not.
offering to be our designated walker?
Yeah, I'll carry you.
Oh, you may come to regret that decision, Philip, but
I'm pretty
I
sure.
at least will let you live by proxy.
All right, so I will just assume that we're going to do some downtime for 6 days.
Yeah.
Because just to let you know, a week is 10 days, so you guys have been here for 4 days, and you need 6 more days. Just reminding you.
Dumb. That's a dumb
And
rule.
you know, some fucking some of the downtime is like you need a whole week, but if I'll let you do it in 6 days. I don't
yeah,
care. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to go in an order? Are there people who want to group together with certain things?
that depends.
We could roll initiative.
We could roll initiative, and we could go in that order. if you
I
guys
have
want.
no idea what I would want to do yet.
Same, right?
Okay,
So I
then,
think
Then
I think
let's
Grace
go
and I are
right
offering
now.
to take the last spots.
then let's go ahead and do who knows what they want to do? Raise your hand.
I mean, if it's shopping, he might tag along. So I mean,
Okay, so then Philip, how about you go first?
Cool.
And if anybody wants to tag along, they can. What do you want to do for your 6 days?
Hey, Phelan.
uh-huh.
You want to help me track someone down?
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
All right. What do you do? What you gonna track someone down?
I'm gonna go back to that house that I went
Gonna
to
murder
about
people.
2 games ago, I believe.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tear the place apart.
Philip, can I tag along? That sounds more interesting than what I was gonna do.
Sure.
Cool.
So I'm assuming you want to spend some time trying to find out where these people are, who they were, and where they went.
Yes. I also want to
Okay.
shop, but that's later.
So you want to shop? Well, shopping is just a small thing.
Yeah.
Would Philip only spend a day on this, or would he spend all 6 days?
How about 5 and then the last day just to shop around town?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
You know, like a proper vacation.
Phelan Stibbles, would you help Philip
Manhunt.
fucking manhunt these people?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do.
If you live in the moment, that absolutely entails crime.
Yeah, totally. So we're gonna do research, which is pretty easy. So it says you need a library or a sage. I'm just gonna let you do it like investigation, like people and stuff. So, but you will need at least 50 gold pieces spent on materials, bribes, gifts, and other expenses.
Could I do a quick thing and
Yes.
remind the party, both in and out of character, that we should probably swap any of the claws that we have before we leave for gold?
That's right.
That's a good thing. I just remembered that.
I just said gold pieces. You're totally right. It's obsidian
Yeah.
claws.
Okay, so I should. Philip will have to go to the bank.
I only thought of it because I was like, oh, what money
You
do I
need to
have?
exchange them out.
Oh, yeah.
Just exchange them out. It's not that.
Okay.
hard.
Philip's going
Wait,
to
wait,
exchange
Philip. I
them.
just have 50 gold. You want that?
They don't take gold here, Stibbles.
No, I know
Phelan,
that.
I think,
Oh, you're right.
got some
If you
of
want to
it.
give me 50 gold, then go ahead.
I mean, if you've got a reason, but
So just to let you guys know, any of you can spend an extra 50 obsidian claws to gain a +1 bonus to
That's
this
stupid.
check.
That is
No,
not
thank you.
worth
I'm
it.
I'm poor.
I will
You'll
give
get
you
a
guidance.
+1 bonus.
I'll give you guidance. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Guidance is now worth 200 gold.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I spent the money. So what do I need to roll?
You need to roll a
D20 and a
so I'm gonna
D4.
have you roll an investigation check using charisma.
Investigation check using charisma. Thank
Yep.
goodness.
And then
I'm
Phelan, can
pretty.
you make an investigation check using intelligence?
Investigation.
Okay.
Or is your wisdom's higher, huh?
Mhm.
Then use your wisdom. And Stibbles, you can do the same thing.
So I
To
add
do-
my
to do what?
proficiency bonus, right?
Investigation using wisdom, not intelligence.
Jacob.
What?
I have my proficiency, right?
If you're proficient in intelligence checks,
I am.
investigation checks,
I am.
then
So,
yes.
16, 21.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. I had to figure out what mine was.
Wait,
Mine was 24.
22. Sorry.
Very nice. Stibs.
Becomes very difficult for me to concentrate throughout this time as
Right.
I am concentrating on the spell and not shitting myself. So
Is
I get
that
a 5.
Is that a D4?
Yep. So you got a 5.
24.
Well, Stibbles, you are offering moral support. You don't learn much.
Magical support.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of streamline it like this, and then I'll kind of describe what happens, if that's okay with you guys.
Okay.
You get basically, I'm stealing this from Craig kind of, but it's also in this as well. You get like a Speak with Dead. You get 3 questions, and I will answer them. Phelan, you get 2.
Okay.
So I will answer the 3 questions that your character wants to know, and I will explain how you learned those things.
Why were they here?
Okay. So you guys go over and you find the building, and you kind of scour through it, you tear it apart, and you eventually do find some left behind notes, and you find some supplies that they left behind because they're no longer in town. You don't learn exactly why they were here, because they don't have a lot with them. They certainly weren't here to get supplies, and they certainly weren't here to make any connections with anybody or anything. It seems like they were scouts. Phelan, if you, I'm going to go back and forth. Phelan,
That's
Oh,
fine.
boy.
I
Ask a
do need
question.
time to think.
Where are they headed?
you find out that after they left, you ask some people and you follow their tracks and whatnot. They were heading west. And then back to Philip.
Do any of the notes say where La Marcia is?
You want to know if any of the notes say that?
Yeah. Like, are they going to meet back up with her? Or that might be another question.
Yeah, so after Phelan finds out what direction they're going, you go back and you kind of find their intention. Talking to a couple of people that they spoke to, and those who you like ask around, some people who like knew what they were doing, and you do find out that indeed they were serving after La Marcia, and she's going back to her ship. They were going back to the ship, which is where she's at.
Man, I don't know. Good question.
That's fine.
This is Philip's thing, and he's helping, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, is there anything Phelan just wants to know that's outside of what Philip needs to know?
Exactly. I mean, he's really doing this for Philip.
Well, that's that. Yeah, I'm asking like if there's anything that Phelan wants to understand or know. You can also gather that as well.
I don't know. It'd be more of like, he'd be asking Philip like what he needs to be looking for.
Okay.
I don't think I have any other questions that will be answered by this.
Okay.
Just
All right. So you learn through investigating and asking around, these 3 people were members of
Pale Knight.
the Pale Knight, and they were scouting. They were lying about what they were doing, and they left probably yesterday, and they were heading west back towards their ship.
Okay.
Sorry, that would have definitely one of the questions is when they left. I totally forgot about that.
It would have been a day ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's what you guys are doing. Kurt, is there anything? Do you know what you would like to do for the course of these 6 days?
One of two things.
Oh God.
Kurt would look for magical musical instruments or very strange magic items, in the vein of that pipe that like that blows magic smoke.
If you want, you can do the buying a magic downtime. If you want to try to go for that.
Let's do that.
All right, cool. So buying a magic item, especially in Prime Arrow, is incredibly difficult because there are no magic item shops, and a lot of them have been shut down. So
not even in this underground.
That's where they are moved around and sold. So it is difficult to try to get in and find a buyer. The game says you need to spend 100 gold pieces. I'll let you spend 50 to try to find a buyer.
Okay, let me make sure I have 50. I believe I do.
And you can spend an extra 50 gold to get a +1 on your roll.
Claws.
Claws, sorry, not gold.
Unless they use gold down there.
Oh, yeah, it would be gold.
It would be gold.
If you're doing seedy black market shit, it's gold. I don't want no city.
Yeah, so...
CD Black Market, the side company is CD Projekt Red.
Oh, God.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll spend, you said 50?
Yeah, 50. So if you want to get like a +2, you could spend 100. Well, it would be 150. Because there's the 50 initial, and then every 50 you add on is a +1.
All right, so I'll spend 50 to get +1.
50 is just the base. So you spend 100 to get +1.
100 to get +1, yes. Okay. I'll do it.
You do it. Then you're going to go ahead and roll a... God damn it. Hang on. Make a fucking persuasion check. Shit.
Let's see. Do I want to spend Tides of Chaos and get advantage on this? Because I'm an asshole?
Maybe.
You can, I don't mind.
Let's do it. All right.
Chaotic black market dealing.
Immediately sets up does the Wild's magic surge.
27.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I'll let you have that free surge for free.
Wow, golly. Can you roll a d4? Just let you know, Tyler, I'm going to do you next. So be ready.
2.
You know what's cool? Nervous pit stains and rashes.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit's epic.
Epic gamer time. Yeah.
Being an epic gamer means you're making split-second decisions. It's gonna tear you apart, man.
Did you roll a d4, Kurt?
2.
2. Okay. Then all right, give me 2 seconds.
That was just 1d4, right? Because you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, oh Jesus. All right, you yeah, this guy certainly has some weird stuff. So you go down into the underbelly of the city, and you're moving through the sewers, and you actually get met up with one of these dwarves that serve the Casus Rex, and they recognize you. And they're like, Kurt, I remember you. So you're wanting to buy some magic items, huh?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, I've only got 3 for sale.
Well, let's see them.
You sure you got the money for this? Because they're pretty damn expensive.
Well, let's see. I have to know what they are before I know whether they're worth spending money on.
All right. Let's see. So can you roll a oh boy. Can you roll a d6?
Three.
He says, all right, I've got 3 things. Not like I have 3 items. I already had 3 items. That's not what you just rolled for. I've got this ring, I've got this figurine, and I've got this dagger.
Well, tell me, about them?
This ring, it'll make you jump really high. Whenever you jump, it's like triple the amount that you could normally jump. This figurine, he holds it up. It's a small silver raven. He says, this is one of those figurines of wondrous power, really rare. This one, not so much. It can become a raven that allows you to, you can control it for 12 hours. It'll also send messages for you. It'll go to places and deliver messages. It knows how to speak sometimes. And then I've also got this dagger. It's a very refined magical dagger, +1.
I like that he called it a +1.
Yeah, well, there's no better way to say it.
It is +1 dagger.
It's just an extra magic dagger.
Yeah.
It helps guide your cuts and stabs.
It
smells like cherries.
And it smells really good for some reason. The dagger's 1,000 gold. The raven is 300 gold.
Fuck you.
And what in the hell? And the ring is 1,500 gold.
Look, these are very nice, but they're not exactly what I'm looking for. Perhaps you could. I'm looking for musical instruments.
Oh, some of those things are most powerful things ever. The instruments of the Bards. Once owned by a band of performers. They crossed the entire world and told legendary stories. It's told that their instruments are buried where they're buried, but nobody knows where those are. Some people think they've already been excavated and taken, sold on black markets just like this.
Are you just tickling my dick on this one, or you have actual information?
No, I'm not. It's real. Though this is some insider information. So maybe I'll tell you if you want to buy this silver raven off of me.
How much is a silver raven?
300 gold.
Kurt's gonna dicker.
Okay.
Kurt's gonna say, "Now I'm not gonna be backed into a corner here. Okay, what you're selling me is this information, and what I'm doing for you is buying a piece of product that you cannot otherwise sell. So why don't we take it down to 200 gold, and I'll walk away with your figurine and your information."
Roll persuasion.
Let's see.
Dangerous thing for a dungeon master to say. Roll persuasion.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bend luck. When another creature. Oh, that's an attack roll.
I'm gonna kill him.
Bah! Damn.
Come on, Kurt,
All right.
you don't have charm person?
No, I don't. I can actually do that in real life. I don't need to.
Oh shit, that's true.
So you
Right.
say persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion.
Persuasione.
Natch.
Oh god.
27.
He looks up at you and he just says, "All right, I need to get this worth my while. We're low on funds right now, and if you're willing to take it for 200 gold, that's fine enough." And he hands it over to you.
You say for 200?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me more about this troop.
I don't know much about it myself, but I know where you can learn about it and maybe find the locations of these places. and maybe doesn't even exist, so don't trust my word entirely. But I know that in the libraries of Kize and Kinzova, I believe they have a map there. A map
Libraries of Kize
Yeah, Kize
in Kinzova.
in Kinzova. They have a great library there, and I know that they have maps, tons and tons of maps that lead to many different places. I believe one of their maps there can lead to these instruments.
Do you know the name of these people, or perhaps anything that I could use as a clue to?
I don't know the names of these old bards. I just know their story. But I know that the map is known as... It's called Jace's map.
Jace's map. Well, okay then. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Of course. And, have fun with that raven. And he kind of walks off in the darkness.
That raven's gonna fly right back to him after it sings.
He's
its
like,
song.
ha, idiot.
Kurt is gonna go try and find someone to double check this fucking raven.
Yeah, sure. You find you go to the alchemist Wetzel's pestle, and as you go in, he's like, I can find out if this is magical for you. And he looks at it, he says, certainly magical, though if you want to know exactly what it does, you could pay me 20 gold pieces. I'll cast Identify for you.
Sure will.
Drop the 20 gold.
Yeah.
He says, oh, wow, figurine of wondrous power. What a very interesting find you have here. This one's a silver raven. It's a silver statuette of a raven that can become a raven for up to 12 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 2 days have passed. While in the raven form, the figurine allows you to cast the animal messenger spell at will.
It's not cursed or anything.
Doesn't seem to be cursed.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Of course. Would you like a pretzel?
Sure.
Here you go. Gives you like a little sample
He
of a
makes
pretzel.
pretzels on the side.
Yeah, it's a side hustle, and it's really good.
Yeah.
All right.
You should start doing pretzels full time.
Lilio, what are you doing?
It's very simple. She is pretty much just holed up in the room at the inn and just either writing in her journal or reading some of the random passages from the tome.
Oh, okay. So you're basically just relaxing. You're
Yeah, pretty much.
reading and,
Just-
and going over that. Okay.
To just stand by myself more or less.
Can you go ahead and roll 2d10?
Sure, I can do that. Want add it together?
See if you get killed or
Yes,
not.
add it together.
Oh my god, that's a 3.
3.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Poorly.
You somehow make a rival. Somehow.
Man, I was really trying to give this to you, but that's a bad roll.
Uh,
Well, until you lose it, you have 3 temporary hit points.
yeah. Okay.
Like 1 to 23. Fuck.
I cast false life on myself. I got more.
Yeah, pretty much. I can cast that.
I don't know. It'd been even better if you somehow gained a rival.
That's true. You can do that. Go ahead and increase your maximum health by 3 until you lose it.
Okay.
So you can put your temp hit points on it. You relax and kind of gather yourself, and you feel good. You feel
For
ready
once in your life.
strong, and good to go. All right. Cardos, are you doing anything?
Yeah. It turns out there's a downtime activity. There's a very
Called
basic.
religious service?
Actually, no, because I don't think any church would take me.
People
That's true.
Called work.
Work.
See?
Love work.
You too. You understand the appeal.
All right.
Yeah, why not?
Go ahead and roll athletics, acrobatics,
so
and
nice.
performance.
You just do menial labor and get paid.
That's what
Oh,
Nathan
you
likes
can
to
just
help
pick.
with.
So
Yeah,
do
I'm
you-
doing
yeah.
athletic. Ooh, 22 on athletics.
All right. Well, you earn a comfortable lifestyle for the week, so you pay for your tavern and your food and your meals all throughout this week, and you earn yourself. Go ahead and roll 2d10.
18.
18. You earn yourself 43 gold pieces on the side.
Claws.
I will convert those to gold.
Obsidian claws, yes.
I'll convert those to gold. On the last day, any claws and all that I have, I'm gonna convert to gold.
Okay.
So-
And so yeah, that's what did you do while you were working? When were you working? I don't care.
It would probably be Kardos is a big dragonborn guy
Sure
and is
is.
pretty imposing, so probably bouncer work.
Yes. So when you guys are going around to taverns, you're like, let's go here, and it's like, Kardos. You're just like, let me see your ID. You're oh, it's me.
I probably let them in, unless it's Kurt. I let Kurt in too.
You're like, how old are you? Can I see some legal identification? And Kurt's like, I don't know. Does this count?
Kurt's like, fuck you, Kardos, and like goes in. Cool. That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. So Philip, you want to do some shopping at the end of the day? Does anybody else want to do shopping?
Can Kurt also do some music playing?
Yes, you can. I'll let you do it on top of the other thing. Go ahead and make a charisma using a musical instrument. You're not a bard, so no, you're entertainer. So go ahead and roll it.
So like a performance roll?
Yeah, sure. Just do performance.
21.
Roll 2d10.
Where are my d10s?
So you make 37 gold pieces.
Awesome.
And you also pay for all your food and everything and living in this week. And it's pretty funny because there's probably a point in time where you guys are like, hey, let's go get some dinner. This was a hard day of uncovering secrets about these people, Stibbles, Phelan, and Philip. And you're like, all right, let's go to this tavern. And Kardos is the bouncer and Kurt's the entertainment. And you're like, that's normal. The week goes on pretty great. It's actually pretty relaxing for all of you. Philip, you get some answers. Stibbles, you are Stibbles.
I fuck hard.
You fuck hard. And you guys make some extra money, get some useful time to yourselves, and it's pretty nice. Last day kind of comes around. You guys go throughout the different shops in the town. Just to let you guys know, there is a alchemist, a blacksmith, a jeweler, and a general store.
Philip wants to go talk to Simer.
All right. You're in the Wanted Wanderers secret hangout spot in the sewers. You find Simer. He's kind of busy. He's talking to somebody else, and he sees you. He says, Philip, right?
Do you know who I could sell a spell scroll to?
Sell a spell scroll to probably the alchemist in town. Wetzel's Pestle.
I freaking love
Have you
it.
tried his pretzels? Anyways, he'll buy scrolls from you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
And then I will go there.
You go to Wetzel's Pestle, and as you step inside, you see
Ib.
Wetzel.
Wetzel.
He's a half-orc guy. He's got glasses, and he says, hello! What can I do you for? Would you like a pretzel?
I heard that you buy spell scrolls.
Sure do.
I will take a pretzel.
Do you want jalapeno, or do you want cream cheese?
I will take all of them.
Okay, he gives you a variety of pretzels.
Okay.
They're really good and salty and delicious.
Nice.
Noise.
Philip's gonna take out the spell scroll of Hollow that he has.
Oh, the hollow spell scroll.
I do have one.
All right. And he looks. What level spell is that? Sorry, 7? 5.
Mm-hmm. And it has the component. Just so you know, you specified.
I don't like that I specified that.
You don't?
Not really.
Shame.
What's the component for that?
Herbs and oils worth 1,000 gold.
Ah.
Yeah.
He looks it over. He says, "Oh, fine, expensive here. Very nice." I would buy all of this off of you for 800 gold pieces.
It's a lot of gold for a
Dang,
hollow spell.
Colton.
Yeah, Colton did his and it like clipped out, so all we heard was
Oh, thanks, Zoom.
Zoom was like,
They
no.
don't-
Yo,
They don't
make
wanna
that.
kill
I make
us.
that sound when I'm hype about something.
Philip
Surprise
said scroll for 800.
Sorry, and he says 800 obsidian claws. Because I keep forgetting our currency.
It's like you say gold, and it just like kind of censors it out, and over it's obsidian claw.
They had to redub it. They had to do reshoots here.
Yeah, he'll sell it for obsidian claws,
All right, he gives you 800 obsidian claws.
and he'll get it converted into gold when he leaves.
Sounds good. Anybody want to buy shit? Phelan?
What
Yeah.
he got.
I'm currently scrolling through shit you can buy. So
No worries.
Wow, that's a lot of shit. It's kind of smelly.
I'll tell you Stibbles after I do Phelan.
Should you maybe perhaps look into knots?
See if they have like a
Hey,
air
thanks,
freshener or something.
Grace.
Maybe a anti-odorizer.
You know what? Yes, they have
Some
they have it
pigs.
in multiple
Piggy
scents. They've got honeysuckle, vanilla, and pine.
Oh, yep, I do need to buy something.
Am I
And they're
allowed to-
each one obsidian claw.
Wait, are you talking to me or?
I'm talking to you, Stibbles.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Phelan. Okay.
I was, but then you asked and I just went with it.
Yeah.
Okay, what were they again?
You've got honeysuckle, you've got vanilla, and you've got pine.
Okay.
They're each an obsidian claw.
I don't have those, so I walk out.
You're like, cool.
I don't have obsidian claws. I never...
All right, Phelan, what do you want?
Just gonna go to the blacksmith for two reasons: buy better armor and probably to sell that hand axe.
Okay. You make your way to the Iron Gauntlet and you see the owner. Her name is Isabella Stanford. And you walk in, she's a giant, she's a buff woman. She's got these big arms, and she's got her hair tied up in the back. And as you walk in, it's like, is your hearing okay? Because she says, "Hey there, what do you need?" Like you could use some more armor on your bones.
He's just kind of like shaking it because it's so loud. He's just like, "Is she okay?"
Couldn't hear you there, kid. What was that?
Oh, I should have gone alone. He's gonna slide over the hand axe and then
Oh, I could probably use this for some extra spare parts.
and then I was looking for he's also getting a little bit louder too.
He's like,
I was also looking for.
yeah.
Great.
Like a breastplate or something sturdier.
Could get a breastplate fitted to you. Those are it's gonna run you about 400 claws though.
Taking out the hand axe or no?
Hand axe, 2 claws at most.
It's magic. It's +1. Come on, Jake.
Truly. He looks at it. Huh. Oh, is this the hand axe you won in the contest?
Yes.
He said, never. I didn't know it was that. I thought this was a hand axe.
No.
Like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. She looks at it. She exquisite craftsmanship. I will fit a breastplate to you in perfect exchange for this hand axe. How's that?
Sounds
Alright.
great.
She comes over. She very forcefully takes her measurement. She's like, "Put your arms up," and like she like kind of her arms kind of are almost bigger than your head, and she like goes around and she like measures your entire body. She
This is
says,
how
"Yeah,
I die.
not too hard. Should be done in a couple of hours."
This is how I die. A large woman.
And after a couple of hours, she takes the hand axe, and you come back, and they have made a breastplate kind of fitted to your size. It's pretty comfortable, actually. It's not very conforming on your body either. The nice part about breastplates is that they literally just cover one portion of your body with armor, and so it's easy to move around. It's quick. It's light. That's why it's so expensive, though. So you can still stealth in that boy, but
He probably would have like given away his old armor and just be like, use it for scrap or whatever.
They're like, "All right, we will."
Because who needs to carry that shit around even though I'm still encumbered? Don't you love
Aw.
that?
Poor Phelan. All right, Cardos, what'd you want to buy?
Is there a magic item? What'd you call it? Materials shop, I guess. Not magic
Yeah.
items, spell materials. Spell
Yes,
materials.
that would be the alchemist.
I'll
What's
go
his
there.
All right, you go inside. You see the half orc. He's just like, "Hello,
He'll
what can I
just
do you
nod.
for?"
I am looking for the material component for a spell known as Warding Bond.
Oh, you need a ring.
Multiple. 2.
Multiple. You need 2 of them. Well, I could get that for you if you'd like.
Perfect.
How much do they need to be, Colton?
A pair of rings, each worth 50 gold. So I'll set down 100 claws.
He takes
Funnily
the-
enough, 100 claws is how many claws I took out back in
That's great.
when
He
we
takes the
started.
100 claws and he says, "Come back in an hour and I'll have them ready for you." And you kind of leave, you mill around, you come back after an hour. He has 2 kind of silver rings for you, and he gives them to you.
Perfect. Carlos would take them. Can I find Phelan?
Oh my god.
Wow, just protect Grace.
You have almost died in every combat that Cardos has seen you be
He's
active in.
used to it, and not the previous one. Excuse you. He did
see,
okay.
That's fair.
You see Phelan walk out of the blacksmith shop with a fine new breastplate.
He'd walk over. I see you have obtained some new armor.
The other one kind of got, torn in half because of the big frog hemoth.
Right. A question, if I may. Are you familiar with the spell known as Warding Bond?
Would he?
Roll Arcana.
All right.
I would know if Curia maybe said something about it or not.
No, he wouldn't.
Curia Vincent.
Curie wouldn't say anything.
That's fair enough.
That asshole casts it on people without explaining.
Without telling them. They gotta wear the ring. Cast it on Vincent without saying is what it is.
Be a 15.
Yeah, you know what the spell is.
Vaguely. I can't cast it.
Fantastic. And he'll hold out a ring. You seem to get targeted in combat a lot.
I know what this spell does. I don't really feel comfortable getting hurt and then you getting hurt too. I know it helps me get hurt less, but...
It is my job to keep those I travel with alive.
But that's the pain
including myself. And including you.
That's pain that I'm used to bearing. I don't want to put that on other people. I'm used to it, but can I think about it?
He'll nod. It is up to you, though when traveling with a group, consider that not all pain has to be borne by you alone.
I'll keep that in mind, I guess.
And he'll just nod and walk over towards whatever tavern the party's staying at.
All right. Is there anything anybody else wants to do? All right. So the days go on. You guys have your downtime in the city, gather your equipment and items, and are now prepared and ready for the journey ahead of you. And kind of at one random point, Kurt, you just feel like a vibrating in your pocket. You go over to the key.
It's his phone.
The key has that in like the circle on the end of the key. There's that little like base. It's like a clear D6 basically. It's spinning and then it kind of stops. And you see like a little bit of light kind of like form in the middle of it.
You guys, everyone, come. And Kurt runs and finds them.
You find everybody. And Suze is here too.
Yeah. Suze, you're going to have to stay here, so I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I live here.
Excellent. I'm glad.
Wait, like
Good.
light here?
No, not right here. Like over there.
Oh, okay. Then go back there.
In any case, I have found, well, the key's ready. But before we go, I want to make sure everyone's college identities are ready to go. From here on out, you will refer to me as Stephanie. I am the daughter of a minor lord, and I have come to expand my horizons.
I will
Looking for a
refer
good
to
time.
everyone as you, and I will make up parts of your backstory as we go.
I'll be Philip's already kind of a nickname.
Frank.
Frank? Frank's good.
Frank.
Frank's good.
Do we need
no,
to
anyone
not use our normal names?
I can't really go by something different.
That's fine.
Go by my father's name,
What's your father's name?
Stibbles.
I'm named after my dad too. That's funny.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
I'm glad you all taking this very seriously.
Oh, 100%.
Right. I'm Frank. Frank. Do I need a last name? They can ask for a last name.
No,
You could
that
be
would be Frank.
Furter. Frank Furter.
Frankfurter. Right. I'll write this down so that I don't forget.
You could be, your middle name could be Nicholas, so you could be Frank and Furter.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Last name's Furter.
And I'll be
Frank-
Corn Dog.
Stibbles corn dog.
No, just Corn Dog. I'm
Just
changing it.
First name Corn, last name Dog.
That's a
Dog.
great. Many youths in advanced
dog with a
universities
W.
have nicknames. So Corn Dog,
Right.
that's
I
great.
love that one.
And if anyone asks that's his name, or is it like you had to be there? Is that type of
Yeah,
thing?
no, it'd be one of those things where it's like an extended joke that we can't explain.
I get it.
You just, it's Corn Dog. We've called him Corn Dog forever.
No, I was thinking about it. Like corn dogs are just made of like complete garbage, because it's like the worst meat of an animal stuffed into like the butthole of an animal and then wrapped in the easiest plant to grow in the world, and you just put it in oil.
He's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corn Dog.
Okay.
Frankenfurter,
go.
Corn Dog.
Frankfurter, corn dog. Stephanie.
I will just go
Stephanie.
by my name.
All right. That's fine.
The same for
All
me.
right.
All right.
Corn Dog,
What
Stephanie,
if they have?
Frankfurter, my name, and Phelan.
Yes.
Cool.
Your name is your
Let's do
name?
this. What? No, Lelia's and Cardas's is.
They're Stibbles now?
Kurt will find a door.
All right. You go and you find the door to the tavern you guys are at.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You stick the key in, you kind of turn it, and as you turn it, the cube in the center of it begins to spin, and it spins, and it changes from white to red to yellow to black, and then it stops on yellow.
That's probably not good.
Opens the door. Get in, go, go,
You
go.
open the door, and you all just see this swirling yellow and white portal, and you all step in, and that is where we're gonna go on break.
Ooh. This
Oh,
is what
boy.
happened last time.
Sure did.
Because you had to prepare for a fight.
I mean, it's a good point to pause.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you know what? We had
One or two donations.
where is it?
I think
We
two.
did.
we sure
One of them had
did.
a
Wow, you
comment.
guys are so
Just support.
generous.
Viewer
Let's
activity.
go.
There it is. DePep donated $10, and Aaron Fleischman donated $5, and simply said, "Let's go, guys."
Let's go, guys. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Cool. Thanks everybody for watching. Holy moly, Jeebus Christ!
Yeah.
There's like 120 of you at one point. That was crazy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's also another 24 on Twitch. So
Damn. Well, thanks guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. We'll be right back with Evenfall, where the party's gonna die in the runway key gate.
Yay.
So, see you in a minute. Bye.